How are you, my friends? This is another video on how to. Just to remind you that how to is a playlist where I present only one simple question in each video. The aim of these videos is to explain the main concept through a done example. Like how to use the order of operations. You can see one question there, or how to simplify complex fractions. So please, you can check the playlist how to. Let's see one question here. Simplify the expression. This is a really nice expression where we have three fractions and we need to simplify. First fraction times the second one divided by the third. You can try it yourself and then we can see the solution very fast. Now we notice here there are three fractions, so I will take one by one. First fraction from the left here, this one. Use difference of two squares for the numerator. M squared minus n squared, I can factor it directly, m minus n, m plus n. Now this one, denominator is already factored, just leave it. Do not expand, guys. Just leave it, m minus n all squared. The aim here is to factor everything we can so that we can simplify. Middle fraction, look at this. Numerator cannot be factored, m squared minus nm plus n squared. If you cannot factor any expression, leave it. This one is perfect, m squared minus 2mn plus n squared. So we can factor it as m minus n all squared. Now let's look at the third one. Leave now the division. Third one, this one we can factor m cubed plus n cubed. That's a sum of two cubes for the numerator. So there's a formula, m plus n times m squared minus mn plus n squared. This one is already factored, m minus n to the power 4, leave it. Denominator is already factored, just leave it. Now, this is the first fraction factored, multiplied by the second one. Here we have to divide fraction by fraction, so we have to use the very important rule, RDF. It will be on the next slide. I will show it to you now. RDF means reciprocal. Use the reciprocal when dividing fractions. So we have A over B divided by C over D. We can write it like this. So use the reciprocal of the denominator here. C over D becomes D over C. When dividing the fractions, you can call it RDF, reciprocal dividing fractions, or you can call it division of two fractions. Let's go back to our question. So this division becomes here multiplication, and we have to invert this one. So m minus n to the power 4 in the numerator, and this one in the denominator. Now easily here you can see that you can cancel all this bracket here, m squared minus nm plus n squared, the one we could not factor. You can cancel it with this factor here. And here we have m plus n canceled. We have m minus n squared, m minus n squared. When you multiply, you add the power. It will be m minus n to the power 4. So the only answer is m minus n. Now for more questions on simplifying rational expressions, you can visit the playlists, either simplifying rational expressions, additional solved questions, all the algebra course, lecture number 13, or on the factoring lectures number 10, 11, and 12. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Thank you guys for listening.